This Chicago, nigga.
Chicago. Dear foreigner, welcome to my city. See the bright light, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard from a city, and we still on the rise, more construction keeping busy. Always bear down on the blue in the winter. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky, WNB. A White Sox, cars up in Wrigley. Got a couple rings like I played for the Blackhawks. Always on the ground when my feet hit the asphalt. Dedication, hard work, and preparation. Never giving up to reach the goals I've been chasing. When it goes down, I'ma be the main attraction. Better stand back when the cameras start to flashing. Countdown, buzzer beater, how the game go. Crowd goes wild, cause you know who they came for. Michael Jordan, D-Wade when I'm scoring. Great Walter Payton, John Tays when I'm enforcing. You already know I had to make an anthem. Shot-town in the building, and you know what I stand for. Chicago, it's the city of the wind. Clock runs down, we gon' grab another win. Chicago, known for the skyscrapers, big city, big flights, and we all about a paper. Chicago, ain't another city like it right now. I'm in love with my city, I'ma rep it till I die. Seize up if you with me. Chicago.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
This Chicago, nigga.
Yo, welcome to Steady Serv'n Sports ENT with your boy Bro Claude, aka the Gingerbread Man. This is the the likely schedule, the always scheduled show with your boy breaking down real talk about the NCAA and what we had going on all night, all day long. I see y'all. My name is Bro Claude. I am the Gingerbread Man. Y'all just saw a great live show that I gave with the Gamecocks playing number 4, the Texas Longhorns. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. Tonight was a night of SEC play, but also an in-season play across the whole state, United States of America, with all of the teams. Everybody got smoked tonight. Everybody had smoke tonight. And I'm going to tell y'all something. The way that it looks going into this bracket game, this March Madness, we got, a month and a couple weeks before we go into the tournament play, to play for the Natty. And I mean, it's such an exciting thing to see all these teams go at it. Like, man, this their last game. I can't play with y'all, man. It's like everybody's fighting for their positions. Everybody's fighting for, their notoriety. Everybody's doing the things that they need to do to win their division. And I got to say, Sister KEYSHA and me covered the game earlier with Notre Dame. We gonna start there. So if y'all really want to hear it, y'all would want to hear it. Because what I will have to say is that I think that Coach Neil Ivey, y'all know I'm really hard on Neil Ivey because I love the player Hannah Hidalgo. I think that Hannah Hidalgo is one of the most explosive young ladies that can play this game of basketball. I think that Hannah Hidalgo is actually not controlled by her coach. I think that Hannah Hidalgo, listen, y'all, I could be wrong, but I think that Hannah Hidalgo Hannah Hidalgo might hit the portal. I'm just saying. Because at the end of the day, when these kids are playing, not only they playing for notoriety for themselves, but they also want to go out of college play with winning the Natty. Y'all know that. That ain't something hard to explain. Y'all know why the kids want to be recognized. Y'all know why the young girls want to be recognized. And also, you know why that, they want to be acknowledged for being the player that they are. And I think that Hannah Hidalgo, just Hannah herself on the Irish, have been given too large of a task to bring her whole team up. I think that it's not fair for her as a player, and a player that plays hard, as a player along with other players. Hannah Hidalgo, I believe, has gotten the ultimate green light, and I don't know if that is good or bad for Hannah Hidalgo itself, but it's definitely bad for the Irish. We got to call it and keep it a buck. The Irish got beat by the Louisville Cardinals. Who would think that we'll be right now in 2026 talking about Hannah Hidalgo and the Irish getting whooped, getting handled, getting thrown around? Who would think that would be the actual case in the situation with Hannah Hidalgo playing the best ball that you've probably been seeing her play in the last 3 years? She ain't gave up nothing in herself. She ain't fell off of any type of play in herself. I think that Hannah Hidalgo is actually a force to be reckoned with. And I don't think that Hannah Hidalgo has been getting the proper love and attention that she should have got. I think that Hannah Hidalgo definitely is one of the top 1, 2, maybe 3 players in the NCAA. Yes, I do. So tonight we definitely gonna cover what happened in the NCAA this night. Louisville takes out Notre Dame 79-66. Wow. As you saw in this game, that Hannah Hidalgo took a little bit longer to turn it on. Whatever the problem was, it was just something hard to find. It was a situation that Hannah Hidalgo could not turn over. You know what I mean? So I think that in the end tournament play for all of the teams is absolutely phenomenal. Yes, this is my show, y'all. Welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show, and this is Steady Serv'n Sports, ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, KEYSHA. This is my 10 o'clock show that I have every single night, and giving you the raw footage of all of the teams, everybody, even though y'all know I be game cocking, y'all know I be glazing with a little honey on my chest. I be glazing, Don Staley and everything that's been going on. Y'all know already. But Louisville was fighting in the first quarter. Number one, the first quarter was a close quarter for both teams. It was 17-16. Hannah Hidalgo scored late in the first quarter, and then the second quarter, Louisville came out, started putting belt to ass, starting to be more assertive, taking the ball in, and definitely looking bigger and better than North Carolina going into halftime. They outscored, Notre Dame in halftime, and they outscored Notre Dame 21-16. Then Of course, the third quarter came 25-23. They beat Notre Dame, and then the fourth quarter, 17-10. I think that Miss Neil Ivy, hey, in the dark with a smile. Hello, hello, my family. Hey, Mr. Make It Happen, Donna Cox. I acknowledge my always acknowledge my chat. Miss D, what's going on? I love y'all. Appreciate y'all coming back and showing me some love. And I'm gonna cover the whole entire NCAA on this show. Now, 79-66 was the turnout, but Louisville said, hey, we can snatch their chain and we could do it collectively. And that's what you saw with them. They did a collective play with each other. And of course, Raina Scott took over along with Tawana Roberts, and they did what they need to do. Anna Hardy had 6 points, 2 rebounds. McKaylin Randolph had 10 points, 1 assist, 7 rebounds. Zingler had 2 points, and then Elif had 11 points and 3 rebounds. Tawana Roberts had 19 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Amari Berry had 7 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Y'all hear what I'm calling? Rebounds, rebounds, rebounds. The Irish was just too little for this team. They were getting out-rebounded. Raina Scott, 20 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. Skylar Jones, 4 points, 1 rebound. And then, of course, Grace came in with 1 minute with 1 rebound. Let's go. Moving on. Notre Dame. What seems to be the problem is you don't know how many people do Notre Dame have, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Remember, chat, I talked about that she only rotate 6 to 7 people. That's a problem. When you're trying to go into a tourney, with March Madness, you can't beat nobody with a 6-man rotation. No. You definitely ain't beating Texas. You definitely ain't beating UCLA. You definitely ain't beating UConn. You definitely not going to beat the Gamecocks. Not with a 6-man rotation. That has to be fixed immediately. And I don't think that Sister Neil Ivy been innovative enough to go out and get these players and bring them in just like Don Staley was aggressive and went out and got Alicia Turnbaz from France. She went and got her, said, hey, look, are you ready to come? Are you ready to play this game? I need you. I was down. You know what I mean? Don Staley went to 8 people on her roster at one time, but she was smart enough to plan ahead to bring somebody in that could actually help them. You know what I'm saying? That could actually help them with whatever they needed to have to play the rest of the season. Hold on a second, chat. Got to put it up for my TikTok family. For my TikTok family. All right, so going into play, Michaela Cowles had 12 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. Hannah Hidalgo, 24 points. She started late, but she ended up with 24 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. I don't have a problem with Hannah. She plays great offense. Y'all know that she's an offensive juggernaut. She plays great defense. Y'all know that she's a defensive juggernaut. She also, you know what I mean, shares the ball. Obviously, she had 8 assists, you know what I mean, and 5 rebounds. So I have no problem with Hannah and being Hannah. Hannah has to be Hannah, but also it has to be teammates that can help her be a better team leader. Ayana Moore had 16 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. Prosper Cassandra Prosper had 9 points and 10 rebounds. She almost had a double-double, but fell short by a point. DeJesus had 3 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. And then, of course, Sanchez had 2 points, 4 rebounds. There was no way that you was going to beat a team that had some girth to it. There was no way that Notre Dame was going to be able to compete with Louisville when Louisville was giving them a full onslaught of how team play supposed to be done. So once again, chat, you saw Notre Dame with 6, and then you see, look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, really 9, but 8 in rotation. A solid 8 gonna get you where you need to go in anything or any play that you did, but they didn't have it. They didn't have a solid 8. It was like, I don't know what I was looking at. And it was awful to see Hannah trying to put up those points, trying to pass the ball to make sure that her teammates was in full effect and also be effective on the boards and defense. Hannah Hidalgo can't be the end-all, be-all. She just cannot. This is basketball. This is a team sport. A team sport. So, moving on. Vanderbilt and Mississippi State. Vanderbilt is ranked right now number 5 in the nation. Why, chat? It's because Vanderbilt ain't playing with nobody. They are 18-0. They have not lost. They have not lost yet. And Michaela Blake's making sure y'all know that she is hurt. And she coming for the scoring title this year. And Artie Crooks got to be looking over her shoulder. Hannah Hidalgo got to be looking over their shoulder for the Riley sophomore. That's right, what Hannah was last year. Yes, Michaela Blake's is that this year. But Michaela Blake's actually got a nice little team across the whole piece. And I'm glad that Vanderbilt went out and got pieces and brought pieces in to play with Michaela Blake's. Vanderbilt, which is ranked number 5, you know what I'm saying, overall. Central Washington had 9 points, 1 assist and 7 rebounds. Aubrey Galvin had 8 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. Michaela Blake's had 38 points, y'all. Y'all ain't hearing what I'm saying. Michaela Blake's had 38 points. Michaela Blake's 38 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. This girl, listen, Michaela Blake's is 1 of 1. She's 1 of 1. I mean, I ain't never seen a small girl like her. Tanaya Latson got girth to her. You know what I'm saying? Tanaya was slim when she came in, but this girl here stayed slim. She stayed slim and she in the scoring brackets, y'all. I want to say E&M had 7 points, 2 rebounds. Justine Pissott had 12 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. And Yana Mitchell had 10 points, 1 assist, 8 rebounds. Jada Brown got to turn it up. Jada Brown is actually a good player. She had 21 minutes. I don't know what the adjustment is, but Jada Brown had 5 points and 2 assists. So, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people on this roster scored and 8 people played the game. For Mississippi State, you have a situation where they're evenly across the board, even though they lost to also Ole Miss. They lost to Ole Miss. This is a back-to-back loss for Mississippi State, losing to Ole Miss and now losing to Vanderbilt. Carissa Richardson, She had 13 points, 4 rebounds. And then, of course, Madison Francis, I like her. She's nice. She does her thing. And I believe a forward to be reckoned with. She, you know what I mean? She a lanky person. She had 15 points, 2 assists, and 8 rebounds. She was too short of a double-double. Very impactful for this game. Favor had 14 points, 6 rebounds. Destiny McFall had 5 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Tayana Crisp had 8.7 assists and 5 rebounds. Now, Tayana Crisp, y'all don't probably know, or when y'all watch her, you'll see that she plays across the board. She kind of remind me of Raven and Richard. She's very calm, cool, collective guard. She actually can play, you know, by having Michaela Blakes, of course, makes it all well. But, you know, Triana Crisp is very smooth across the board. So I like the way she played. Sanaya King had 13 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. And then Chandler Pratt had 10 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound, chat. What a game, what a game. It was 89-84. It was very close. And then, of course, Mississippi State was actually trying to recover off of their Ole Miss loss, but have not yet, and nor have they got any ranking this year. Vanderbilt right now is ranked with the top 10. They're number 5 right now in the NCAA. Now, the game that y'all already know that I called, I ain't going to spend a lot of time because I got it out what I think about my team. Listen, the Gamecocks is a force to be reckoned with. No one in my mind is better from what I see than the Gamecocks, LSU, and UConn. I don't think UCLA can even compete. I'm just saying, chat, I don't think, from what I'm watching and what I'm seeing, South Carolina is a force to be reckoned with. South Carolina is not playing with nobody. And you see how tough they was with Texas, which is, you know, Texas Longhorns by nature is a burly, big, tall, big frame, girthy type of players that likes to drive in, likes to rebound, and likes to play defense. I mean, Texas put their hat on there, and they fell short, of course, by 3. South Carolina got their get back. You know what I mean? They was looking for their get back. They had it marked on the calendar of when they was going to take Texas down. And they did that. You know what I'm saying? They did that. Texas Longhorns won the first quarter. It looked kind of bleak, y'all. It was getting kind of hectic. You know what I mean? The Longhorns had 20 points. Gamecocks had 13. They was down by 7 going into the second quarter. But a turn of events to tie the game up going into halftime. South Carolina Gamecocks outscored them 19-12. And then coming out of halftime, Texas Longhorns beat the Gamecocks 17-16 by 1 point because of the pressure that they was applying to make them turn over the ball right at the line. It was really looking like could South Carolina get the ball inbounds? It really did. It looked like I was like, damn, this ain't been no team that can actually lock this team down, the Gamecocks down, to force them to have these type of turnovers. The Gamecocks ended up with 20 turnovers, and of course, Texas Longhorn was forced to have 22 turnovers. But those late turnovers made by the Texas Longhorns cost them at the end of the game. Madison Booker had 24 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, and her mid-range shot was looking like shoo. I mean, seriously, it was a force to be reckoned with. Justin Carlton had 4 points, 7 rebounds. Brianna Cunningham was in the middle, mucking up, trying to be a big force, a big body in the middle. She had 6 points and 6 rebounds. It just looked like Texas was just not only bigger, they were broader. You know, if that made sense, chat. Jordan Lee fouled out the game. She had 10 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Rory Harneman, my baby bop to the boo. She had 16 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. She did all what she could do. And, you know, still they came up with the L. And then Tia Sidbury had 2 points. Kayla Acre had 3 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. And that was pretty much it who scored for Texas. But you see the deficiency. Preston didn't score. Judd didn't score. So basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They had 7, which they fell short of what Don Staley played official 9. You know what I'm saying? She played official 9. And you just ain't gonna beat, you just ain't coming in and beating the Gamecocks because you feel like you're gonna come in and beat somebody up. Because Texas Longhorns, they are tough. They are a pretty tough team, but Don Staley outcoached and outperformed them to get that W. Illinois, my state, against Michigan, they state. They got the change stats though. You know, Illinois ranked 25, Michigan ranked number 8. Michigan saying I'm number 8 for a reason. I'm one of the top 10 teams in the country for a reason. And they did what they need to do. They beat Illinois Illini 85-69. Florida and Kentucky. What a great close game. I wish I could have called it all the way. I checked out some of the video footage in Florida. That's right. Shaquille O'Neal's daughter got a 3 out of this world, y'all. She can shoot. Shaq's daughter, she can shoot. Kentucky pulls out the win, and them being number 7, ranked number 7 overall, put Florida down and beat them 94-89. UConn, it was easy peasy. It wasn't really too much to brag about what UConn did. UConn did what UConn does. I'll pull it up for you. They beat Villanova. They beat the Villanova Wildcats. Sarah Strong did what Sarah Strong had to do, and AZ Fudd definitely bagged her up. So taking a look at this game, it was 50-99. I ain't gonna take too much time for Villanova. Villanova had Denise Carter 3 points. Brianna McCurry had 11 points. Jasmine Beausour had 8 points. Kennedy Henry had 12 points. She was the leading scorer for Villanova. 6 points for Brooke Benden, and then 2 points for Watson. And MD Nutbu had 2 points, and Denise Karasetti had 3 points. Ryan Allen had 3 points. Moving on, UConn, which you already know what the onslaught was. Sarah Williams had 7 points, 5 rebounds. Sarah Strong had 24 points, 4 assists, 9 rebounds, 1 short of a double-double. Y'all remember that, though. 1 short of a double-double. You know what I'm saying? Kareem Arnold, KK Arnold had 13 points and 7 assists. Ozzie Fudd had 14 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Ashton Say had 2 points. Ayanna Patterson had 3 points. Bianca had 13 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Allie had 7 points, 1 rebound. Kalia Heckle is from USC, y'all. Kalia Heckle was one of the ones that ran away. She got the hell out of Dodge just like London did. And Kalia Heckle had 8 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Carolina Duck had 4 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds, and Kelsey Fisher had 4 points and 1 rebound. Moving on. Nebraska and Michigan State went at it like cats and dogs. They beat Nebraska 24 and Michigan State ranked 15, 73-71. Iowa played Oregon. This just ended. Iowa won by the chin. Oregon is getting tougher by the day. 74-66. And the last game that was aired was Alabama and Auburn. Auburn in the last seconds did key things to overcome Alabama. Alabama, yes, y'all should have won the game, but from what happened to you guys getting the money murkied up, being on rebounds, being on offensive rebounds, trying to steal the ball all the time. That worked out for the Auburn and Alabama game. In Maryland, what a close game. Can't believe it. Maryland won 62-55. And like I said, this is a non-juju moment. So I'm really not going through the stats to really go over that type of stuff. But Saturday is the next play for all college players. And you're going to see Kansas State against Texas Tech, Dartmouth against Princeton, Baylor against BYU, and Arizona against TCU. Let's see. Say boy SC about to get beat up on Baton Rouge. Oh boy, you know you funny as it. I don't know. I can't call it with these college games because it's different every single time, right, chat? So it's kind of like I can't really call it like I want to call it, like I do football, but it's kind of like hard to, you know what I mean? Personalities and the fit and all that shit be used. And all they got to do is come out and play just decent basketball. That's all we want. Decent basketball. We want it to be played the proper way. When we think of basketball, we think of Landman and Hashim, but we also out there in the paper thinking about the people also. Moving on. USC gets beat by Maryland. Maryland is ranked number 12, and they serious. They wanna let the world know that Maryland is back. Y'all gotta come through us. This is what's going on. Bring your ass down to B-more. Come to Baltimore, and then we could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So in this game, Maryland, Isamine had 10 points, 1 assist, 9 rebounds. Ology Akamwana had 7 points, 1 assist, 7 rebounds. That's actually a good stat. Stock at Mac. Mac had 12 points, 1 assist, 3 rounds. And Poofenbanger had 9 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds. My stuff froze, y'all. I'm sorry about that. My stuff froze. All right, here we go. USC, Laura Williams, Cara Dawn, I was trying to get over here. Cara Dawn, Jazzy Davis had 12 points. Laura Williams had 4 points. Cara Dawn had 21 points. London Jones had 7 points. Mother Samuels had 2 points. And Vivian had 5 points. Garda had 2 points. Diana had Mendez had 2 points. Sorry about that, y'all. My stuff. Sometimes it don't. I was trying to wait for it to go. Y'all already know. I got the popcorn. I got the popcorn internet, and that was the last game of the night. We saw exciting basketball. We saw some chains getting snatched. We know what actually happened with the Texas and South Carolina game. What an exciting game. And then, of course, another exciting game, which I'm going to go back and really, really pay attention to, was the the Nebraska and the Michigan State and Florida and Kentucky game. I really want to go and dissect that. I want to start doing chat. What I want to start doing is I want to break down certain types of footage and everything. So I'm trying to make sure that, we discussing, like, who do we want to come to the Chicago Sky out of the seniors? So I'm trying to pay attention a lot more to everybody that is, playing right now. As such, yesterday, Audie Crooks, them got their chain snatched. Iowa lost to Colorado, 68-62. Audie Crooks had 17 points. They was double teaming her and had no way to go. UCLA beat Minnesota, 76-58. Baylor beat Utah, 61-45 in the game that I paid attention to and watched, and it was good. Hey, y'all, didn't I tell y'all that West Virginia be snatching chains? Didn't I tell y'all that West Virginia be snatching chains? I told y'all, West Virginia be snatching chains, and they sit back. They be sitting back, y'all, like a little, you know what I mean? They be in the corner, you know what I'm saying? They be like, I'll wait. Give me your chain. They be like, give me your chain. And it's like, really, you can't underestimate West Virginia. I don't. That's a scary team because you don't know any given day, West Virginia can snatch change, y'all. TCU came out of this game almost, almost scathed. Almost scathed. They are 17-1. They ranked at number 10. But if they would have lost to West Virginia, it would have been traumatic. It would have been trauma. It would have been like, oh my God, what's going on, Olivia? What's happening with Olivia? What Olivia doing? What's going on with that factor? You know what I'm saying? So in the game, which I like TCU because they play, Mark Campbell is a good coach, y'all. Y'all got to give a shout out to Mark Campbell because Mark Campbell is a really, really good coach. I like Mark Campbell. He is attentive. He also plays most of his players. It's a cool Water said Louisville beat Hannah Hidalgo and Notre Dame. Just proved to Hannah Wild a real baller can't be super balanced team like Louis. That's right. I just covered them. That's not gonna happen. I told y'all. Thanks, Cool Water. Cool Water, I said already. It's only 6 in the rotation for Neil Ivey over there at the Irish, over there in Notre Dame. They not gonna beat no team with 6 players. Nowhere. They can't even go to the tourney. That's why they not ranked. They can't go to the tourney with 6 players. How? I'm just telling y'all the difference between Olivia Miles, the way she played, and her doggo, how she been given the ultimate green light. But we'll go more in there. Marta Suarez had 11 points. Clara Silva had 6 points. Olivia Miles had 14 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds. Silva had 6 rebounds. Marta Suarez had 9 rebounds. Donna Hunter had 7 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Maddie had 1 rebound. Kennedy had 1 rebound, 2 points. Veronica Sheffy. I like Veronica Sheffy. She had 8 points, 2 rebounds. Taylor Bigby. I like Taylor too. Had 3 points, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds, y'all. West Virginia leading scorer was Jordan Harrison. She had 19 points, 2 assists, and 6 rebounds, but also Kiara Wheeler had 8 points, 1 assist, and 10 rebounds. Carter had 2 points. Shaw had 5. Cook had 10 points, 5 rebounds. Thomas had 2 points, and Sydney Woodley had 4 points. So, you know what I mean? You're not going to, listen, you're not going to pretend that West Virginia didn't almost snatch this chain. Everybody already know that Olivia Miles is going to be Olivia Miles, but Olivia Miles have to always stay on her P's and Q's, 10 toes down with her team to make sure that she's doing the right things and making the right decisions, which she has a very, very high IQ. Ohio State beat Penn State 108 points to 84, 22-point lead, and that was nothing to talk about. We already knew what they was going to do. You know what I'm saying? So let's go on to the next button. Let's see. The next thing I'm going to cover, y'all, and then we're going to get up out of here, is definitely the WNBA. Let's do a status. Y'all heard me. I said I was going to do a status report. It says, Bro Claude, my Hawkeyes tore the Ducks' head off in Oregon. Yes, I saw it. Beautiful win. I saw a cool one. Listen, I ain't going to lie to y'all. Iowa ain't nothing to play with. Iowa State, they got Iowa State as one of the sleepers, one of the dark horses to win in the bracket games. But I also think that Iowa State the Hawkeyes ain't fell off. Me personally. You know what I'm saying? Cool water. I don't got no hate for the Hawkeyes. I think the Hawkeyes is a great team. And I think that the Hawkeyes should have some respect in the NCAA, especially after Caitlin Clark left. They still playing their hearts out. Man, please. I give love to that. I always got love for real good, you know what I'm saying, basketball. No matter who you are, I got love for real good basketball. But moving on. Let's go to a possible strike by the WNBA. We getting close to that moment, chat. I told y'all I was going to cover. This might be a strike in a couple more days. It might be a strike. If they can't get it settled by the 20th, I think in 5 more days, if they ain't got it settled, it's going to be a strike, y'all. Because it don't take no damn 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 months, 7 months to get this done. This should have been done by the end of the regular season in the WNBA. This should have been settled already, but it's not settled because of the different opinions between the owners and the players. It says Let me see what they get. The WNBA, WNBA, CBA talk. Okay, I'm gonna go to update. And on the update, the WNBA, WNPA are in a critical phase of the CBA relations after the old agreement expired January 9th, 2026, agreeing to a free agency moratorium to pause signings while they work on a new deal. The major disagreement remaining on revenue sharing, salary caps, and player compensation to reflect the league's growth and potential for the work. Illumi, they still can't figure this out, Chad. They can't figure it out. They can't figure it out. And I don't know why they can't figure it out. It's very easy. It's numbers. Numbers don't lie. You on a trajectory of going up, and they trying to convince all of us on what we saw them do. They trying to convince us that the trajectory is going down. But I beg to differ. No, they just ain't trying to give up that bread to the girls, and I think they need to give that bread up and stop playing with these girls' names. So I gotta say, give you guys a word from my sponsor, and I'll be right back. Let me tell you about the simplest way to get you in some WNBA and NBA action. Find your player, pick higher or lower, and win some extra cash. Pick between 2 to 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry. Get every pick right and win some much-needed cash. Use promo code SteadyServe and receive $1,000 bonus in cash. Now that it's football season, follow Steady Serve with ENT as I share my picks. Pick players, choose the amount, win money, make picks, win cash. Thanks, Underdog Fantasy, for your partnership with us, and thank you for using the promo code Steady Serv'n on Underdog Fantasy. Listen, y'all tell me what you think that the girls should do for the CBA not being done. Y'all tell me what you want to do. Leave it in the comments. Leave it here in the chat. Tell me what you think that the girls ought to be doing at this point. Not having anything negotiated. It took them 2 weeks just to send them a notification about the last offer. So y'all tell me what y'all think should happen. But like I said, man, me personally, I think that they should strike. I don't think that the big great benefactor, how you doing? To say they are doing right, period. Yeah. I think that they ain't. I think ADP, they should just go ahead and strike, because they ain't taking them seriously, man. How you playing with somebody's food? How you playing with somebody's food in the CBA talk? You guys supposed to have a serious thing going on, and how you playing with somebody? You juggling their food. You're not making sure that you being real business people, owning a franchise like you do. Owning a franchise, putting it down like these women been doing for the last 29 years. And you playing with their food, you playing with their livelihood, you playing with, some of them got children, and you playing with what they got, they got to do to take care of their families. I think it's very, very bogus. I really do. I don't think that this CBA talk has been handled good at all by Captain Engelberg and the WNBA all around. I think that all of them are at fault, and I can't blame the girls if they do decide to strike. But I don't want to go past the season. Oh, God damn. It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy work not to have, basketball in the summer, man. God. It's about to happen, though. Y'all better know it's about to happen. They on the brink of that. Trust me, I done heard all I need to hear, and I done saw enough to say that they heading for a strike.
I just stopped my 2 people, you know, just on. Just tell them how the shea butter feel when I stop.
It feels so good. I love it's soft. It feels good. The hemp butter most definitely.
We're gonna give y'all a review on how long the smell lasts.
And I love the smell of the baby powder and the what is it?
The come to me.
The come to me. Yes,
Gingerbreadman.com. Y'all go ahead. Don't let nobody steal y'all bag.
Black business, black man. Go ahead.
Absolutely, absolutely. You was just passing by. When you touched that product, what did it feel like?
Like butter.
Now, is that an experience normally you would get, really, keep it real?
No, sir. The rest of them is rough and hard. This feels like I'm putting butter on my skin.
Oh, yeah.
It smells good.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. BreadHouseButters.com. Go ahead and pick it on up.
Listen, y'all, my Shea Butter Sheen Shine Heal Treat, moisturize, condition, and develop your skin. It's my brand, man. I'm asking for y'all to support one of the baddest shea butters you could ever put on your skin. We also doing the New Year discount, so go to the site, go to breadhousebutters.com, go check it out. And then, y'all, listen, go to Steady Serv'n Sports website and tell me what you think about the site. So I thank y'all for what you do. I thank y'all for what you have done. I done put in a lot of work. Look, I've been up here since 6 o'clock. I've been up here since 6 o'clock. I done poured a full 8 hours almost on YouTube. I appreciate everybody though. I appreciate everybody and what y'all have done and brought to the table. So much love, so much love. If you would like to support, if you would like to give to the channel, support the channel, man. Join the channel. And like I said, you'll be a part of this family. But as always, I leave you as I came with another banger. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all so much.
Yeah, them my own. You say but them my own. You getting money. That the broke I'll tell you when it. Tell you when it. You say but them my own. You getting money. That the broke I'll tell you when it. Tell you when it.
I'm a youngin' getting money, baby. All my youngins screaming, fuck you, pay me. All my homies there rap for me. And all your homies tryna rap for free. Go get it, take pride in that. For my family, I die for that. Touch any sister, do tap for that. Look into my eyes and you know I'm about my business. I just turned the 8 to 33 and call it business.